Hey ladies and gents, we're back from World of Tanks, and we are looking at... So now Wheeled Vehicle's been in the game for a while, and, I bitched about them, because that's what I do. And it's one of those things that it's kind of been to adapt to him. Granted, they still have some problems. They're still a little bit too much, I guess, but there was a reason I think that was brought into the game, and we're going to look at this. Right now, this is probably the best matchmaking you're ever going to get, World of Tanks. Tier 10. 1 TD and no artillery. Typically there's 6 to anywhere from 5 to 8 TDs and 3 artillery on each side. Which leads to somewhat of a campy game play because you're not really able to move around the battlefield. Maybe not move around the battlefield. Yeah, move around the battlefield. And fighting on ridges and all that kind of stuff is pretty, depending on if there's a shots or not, sometimes a little questionable. It gets a little iffy because of the amount of stuff you're going to run into here. So we find the T-62A. We'll take that trade any day of the week. We're going to start playing this hill kind of quietly. Now, normally by now there should be artillery shells raining the fuck everywhere. And, of course, there should be, if we poke over too much, like, say, for example, the 140 that's playing it right there, or even the 277, if artillery or TDs are in the right position, these guys are going to pull over and lose. Depending on the TD, you might lose anywhere from 450 to 1,200 damage. And there, especially with the 57 right there, where he's playing it at, it's not conducive to pulling over top of. He just got hit for 752 from that FV-183. But for the most part, you don't pull over top of hills very often, and it leads to kind of essentially a shit show, because everybody doesn't want to lose their massive amounts of HP when they come around the corner here. So we're going to chase the 140 down here, and then we're going to, like I said, we're going to play this couple of videos here to kind of bring into the picture of why wheeled vehicles were, I think, brought out in this game. They can't really, for the most part, have a hard time balancing TDs and artillery, being that they're support vehicles. They have tried in the past and all that kind of stuff, but for the most part it has never really balanced out that much. And you see the predominance of TDs, especially Tier 8 TDs, which is kind of Wargaming's own fault because of the amount of them that they sell. But yeah, some of the Tier 10 TDs also, with the increases in damage that they can do. Jagdpanzer E-100s, FV-183s, you got the 268 version 4. Any of those big alpha tanks have a tendency to kind of slow gameplay down for a reason, because if you poke over, you're going to take it to the shorts. So I come around the corner here, the FV's almost dead, and thought I had an HE shell, but I didn't. Just have a regular AP, and I bounced off of his turret. Kind of a crappy shot, I should say. Can't get through this mess because the Progetto's tracked, and I start getting shot by the Bat Chat from behind. Can I get a shot in there? Nope, cannot get a shot in on the Bat Chat. Almost reloaded. Come on, there we go. Put a shell into him. He rolls, yeah, but now he's on the reload here, so let's get around the corner and see if we can catch him one more time. Nope. However, we have a couple fat targets around the corner here at 140, a Wheezy, and there's the PZ. Now I'm behind the rock. He can't do crap to me even if he's reloaded. Start putting some shells into the rear of these guys. Now, a normal game, I'd be completely, right now, I'd be like, well, is there a TD lurking over there on the island? There's always a chance that one of them buggers are hanging out here. I cannot get the shot on the, don't know why it went high, but it did. The Wheezy here, let's pick up another shell on him. I would be always a little concerned with where TDs, if there was TDs left, because you never know. We're sitting at 11-9, still not the tightest game, 12-9, and leaves us with the Wheezy and the IS-4 left. 14 seconds, and about that time, I think everybody decides to bail on the cap, because there's still stuff to be shot. Yep, everybody bails, leaving the IS-4. He's getting wrecked, FV-183 here. Let's go over the top, see what we can find here. Now I'm thinking Wheezy's going to be right there. There he is. Let's pull up there and see if we can get a shot on top of him. Top of the by the cupola. Apparently not. 260 some pin. Just cannot go through the roof of a Chinese vehicle. Of course not. Let's pick up an easy one there. The whole game, if you were playing on regular North American World of Tanks, you would have to worry about the number of TDs and TDs and artillery. One more game for you to kind of illustrate my point of a typical game. This was perfect. Can't get much better than this. Alright, ladies and gents, we are back. I'm playing with the Weasel. He's playing the M48. I'm playing the S-Tank, the Strv 103B. This is my go-to vehicle. I play a lot of this because I like to collect my bonds. But this is not necessarily a typical game. We have some wheelies in this game, 2 EBRs, which are the predominant ones that you see in World of Tanks at Tier 10. But we're a little bit closer to what we normally see. Granted, there's only 3 and 1. Artillery. Normally you can see as high as 3, and normally you can see 6 TDs. However, just these number of TDs are enough to slow the gameplay down. And just imagine double the TDs and triple the amount of artillery. How much difference that's going to make here. But yeah, with just the 3 TDs and the 1 artillery, how much it slows down gameplay. And this is kind of my whole thing about what happens with why there's wheel vehicles been brought into. Not that they attempt to balance maps, change maps, and all that kind of stuff. FV comes around the corner. I don't really have the greatest shot in the world here, so we're gonna just, we're just gonna keep him tracked. There we go. Put another shell into him. I could take the shot and get a little bit of damage here, but we want to kill this tank, so we're gonna keep pumping that shell. There's an STB here right next to me here, so we're just gonna keep him tracked. We're gonna keep him in one spot and let them guys kill him. I probably could have got some damage out of the steel, but he would have slipped away, and there wasn't much I could do about it here. One more for the track here. Now we can switch over and see if we can get a kill shot on him. STB1 finishes him off. I got a nice 2500 assistant out of the deal, not too bad. Here comes the Sheridan EBRs, doing what light tanks do, keeping everything lit and spotted and all that kind of stuff. Which is great. That's that's what they should be doing, and that's what they, yeah, for the most part, that's what they should be doing. However, as they continue to die during the game, it changes a little bit, and the chance, right, with an FE-183 and a Jagdpanzer E-100 and an E3 or an E4, I'm not sure what that one was, and an artillery, how much just those 3 tanks can slow down the gameplay to the point where, oops, we have a draw. And so the Sheridan's already starting to get wrecked. FE's over there, 60 TP's over there. STB1, we have a nice push going on to the south here, and you're going to see what happens to pushes as the game progresses when there's TDs involved. EBR is running around like a madman all over the place trying to get spots. He's trying to do exactly what he's supposed to be doing here. We pick up the Leopard, we'll put a nice shell into him. He is just trying to light things. Our EBR is over there as well, trying to light things. Everybody's trying to light things. Alright, M48 packed up out of here. Weasel's down there in the 48 here, trying to see if there's anything coming from the north. And we have, like I said, a 705A, Progetto, all kinds of stuff pushing. Now you're seeing the FE, he is starting to work his magic down there. And there's also Jagdpanzer E100 and an E4 and E3, I'm not sure which one it is, down there as well. There's the Sheridan. Can I get a shot at him as he goes? Oh, donked the shot. There's the Jagdpanzer E100. Now you're going to watch that bottom down there. There's the FE, there's the Jagdpanzer. Everybody's spotted down there. Let's see if we can get a shot on the Leo. Leo's working it as well. Can't get the shot on him. Damn it. That would have helped a little bit here. But those 3 TDs down there are going to do wonders here. There's the Moss. Let's put a shell into him as well. We get a little lit by the STBR. We're going to have to do something about that guy here shortly, because he's just playing with these. He's just playing down here. And there we go. Nice shell into the EBR. That's one of the problems with the EBRs, is their ability to shrug off shells, especially to the track or even bounce shells. I mean, something that's got literally less than a sheet of paper thickness is somehow able to do that. So the E4 is get finished. Put a shot in the Leo here. Now we're down a little bit to the south already here. We got a 705 Progetto, and that at 60 TP here. Now they're running in there. There's an FV100 and a Jagdpanzer 100. It's a little more difficult there. So let's see if we can get a shell. Love the 0.28 actually doesn't even come close to nailing the target. Let's see if we can get one in the lower plate. And he puts his track right as I fire. Let's see here, one more. Oh, I think I tracked him on that one. I did get a couple blind shots here. All right, let's see here. Can I get some shots into his cheek? There's a shot right. Nope, goes the other direction, hits him in the gun mallet. I get trolled so hard by this gun. That one goes right directly to the gun mallet. And can we do one more? That one goes to the bottom side of it, nails the curve of the cheek, and I'm unable to do that. However, I'm getting the spotted assistance out of it. Can I get one more shell? Let's see if we can track him there. Now I got his lower plate. Can I get the lower plate here? Finally, maybe, yes. 359. Come on, come on. One more time here. We are 4-4 right now. And the Progetto 65, yep, there goes the T92 is finished off the 65, and we just have the Progetto here. So I'm looking for that. You can see just giving me the green light once in a while. There we go. We got the lower plate of the Moss. Finish him off. It's 5-5. Now Progetto's down there by himself. There. Oh, let's see if we can get a shot on him. Put a nice shot into the Leopard. That Progetto, that push down there was pretty much blunted by the Jagdpanzer 100, the FV, and of course the T92. They did their job. They wrecked the shit out of that push, and the 60 TP finished off the Progetto because the EBR was down there as well. So now we've lost the entire push down the K line. Yeah, support tanks, and that's about the time the Jagdpanzer 100 shows up, who is, for the most part, full health. Go figure, right? Alright, let's see if we can get him tracked right there. Not realizing that we had lost our artillery as well. Alright, fuck it. Let's go for the lower plate. Let's hit the sand instead. Because 0.28 accuracy is just not good enough. Not much shell on there. Let's see what he's doing. Ooh. Had a little bit of a sliver there. Probably could have waited. Maybe he had that shot there. Alright, so he's going to push up here. Can we get the top of the cupola? Nope. Alright, we have nothing to the south. They're pushing to the north. Jagdpanzer 100. Our Jagdpanzer 100 is getting wrecked. We still have a Jagdpanzer 100 behind us. That guy's got almost 10,000 games in Jagdpanzer 100. He's only doing 1,200 damage a game, so we can understand why he's sitting on top of the hill in a assault TD. Alright, let's go check this out. EBR has been spotted to the north. However, there's that 60 TP here. We gotta worry about him pushing as well. Nobody's being real aggressive here because Superconk, IS-7, Jagdpanzer 100, that is not an area if you're in a T92 at the K0 line, you can hit all three of them tanks, all four of them tanks, including the U100, who everybody's a one-shot for the T95. Thankfully, he did not move. He stayed in that position the whole time. No. Is he staying in the bush, I wonder? No. So the Jagdpanzer are still at 1851. Those guys are all pretty much, a lot of them are one-shots for artillery. In fact, the Conk's starting to get nailed here. So those guys are all pretty much one-shots for that T92. SD1 finishes off the Super Conk. Here comes the EBR. We're going to have to get out of here because he can wreck my day pretty easily. We're out of here. Thankfully, this STB-1's paying attention in case he does pop over. I'm screaming at Weasel, come help me before I die, and we're on the roll. But you can see, like I said, this how quick the last game was. What, 5 minutes? This one we're almost at 10, and nobody's really doing anything or moving. The E100 IS-7 are pinned down, can't go anywhere. One, because FV128 is sitting there. There's a T92 sitting there, and an FV100. Any and or of those. Weasel finishes off the EBR. They've lost their lights other than the Sheridan. Our EBR is running around to the north. Alright, let's see if we can get back into position here and see if we can deal with this Jagdpanzer E100. Ooh, and there's the reason, one of the reasons why, dealing with those big cannons on those tank destroyers. Let's see, there we go. We'll get the track shot on him. Can I get another one before he takes off? Let's go lower plate. Doesn't go lower plate, goes to track. Can I get one more on him? That one, it looks like it went straight in. Yes, it did. Can I get the last one for the kill? No kill, denied. However, we got him down to 26 hit points. Yeah. So he's not as much danger. He's still a danger. I mean, he's still Jagdpanzer E100. IS-7 E100 can't push. Really have a hard time backing up out of here because they still have the FE and the T-92. But yeah, you can see how with the artillery and the TDs, how much this is just completely slowed down to the point where it's like, okay, nobody can move, nobody can push, nobody wants to peek because they're going to get their shit kicked in by whatever they see. Last game, free-flowing, nothing around. But yeah, so we still have an EBR, they still have a Sheridan, eyes are still up, but even then with this wide open map like this, it's not an easy thing to worry about. Our EBR goes this way. Now, STB-1, and I do believe the Weasel might be going with him. Nope, just the STB-1. Alright, so we're going to have to see if we can try to give him a little bit of help. There's the Jagdpanzer E100 that's almost full health. Let's take it off. Oh, there's an STB-1. He just showed up. EBR's like, I can't really go over there because there's no one to support me. And Leopard 1 finishes off the E100, who was trying to crawl out of the hole. Just doesn't have the vision. Yeah, yep. And we're on the move here. Alright, STB-1, he got stunned. T-92 could have ended him as well. Everybody's running back to the other direction. However, we're not going to be able to just let this hang here. We're going to have something. I got all the health, so we're going to move into position here to see if the STB-1 pulls up. It's 3 minutes left. Everybody is, like I said, they're all hunkered down. One glimpse from the artillery, you're going to get wrecked. Show yourself anywhere along this ridge line, you're going to get wrecked by possibly an artillery or a TD. Even with 1,800 health, the FE-1A3s possibly get a side shot on me and I'm dead. So once again, it's a slow down thing. It slowed the game down to the point where a lot of games as of late, and I've had another video on this with the TD problem, the number of TDs and the number of draws, in my opinion, has increased in the last year because you see predominantly heavy TD games and artillery, lots of support tanks, and you know, the other night was 8 TDs on one side, 3 artillery, which leaves, you know, 4 tanks that weren't artillery or TDs. Dynamic gameplay, I'll tell you what, fellas. So we're going to hang out right here. We're going to see this. And the point I was making with this video, even with 3 TDs, with the sheer amount of firepower involved here, and just one artillery, how easy it is. And that's just all depends on the map, and this also entirely depends on player base. But you're seeing more and more of this type of, and this is one of the reasons why I think, personally, why the EBRs came out, or wheeled vehicles in general, was to break this whole thing up. Because that's what they do. I mean, much as I complain about them, they do offer a little bit of different gameplay here. So I find the only bush on the entire map on right here, and I'm just going to set up in here. I got super camo. I'm a stealth tank, right? Here's the STB-1. There's 2 minutes left. It's sitting 8-9 right now. EBR's to the north. Everybody's, I think the Jagdpanzer Wonder still has some, and our STB-1 falls on his side. So he's hanging out there. He has nothing. And here comes the STB-1 and the 60 TP. Oh, STB-1's back there. Here, we're just going to have to wait till he gets a little bit closer. Oh, we lost our EBR. That's all right. We'll put a shell in there. We'll track him there. How about one more? We'll just keep him tracked. You're not going anywhere, buddy. There's another one. And get this one. He shoots me. One more to finish him off here. Patton is hanging out. We can do a pretty good job here on this 60 TP. If I can get in a better position here to shoot. He fires and misses. T-92. Oh! Jagdpanzer E100 finishes off Weasel. Since the STB-1, Jagdpanzer E100 moved over to help him. This is not good for me. I can't make this much of a fight. We're going to have to get out of here and get on the roll. Those guys are down there. I think he's trying to push him over. But he's also getting wrecked too, I think, by the Leopard 1, who's playing back a little bit here. So 60 TP's inbound. There's 50 seconds left. This game should have been over 3-4 minutes ago, maybe even 5 minutes ago. But with just having these, with this map and this setup of tanks, makes it just that much harder to move. So we're going to have a couple wheeled games here just to kind of illustrate once again the differences. So Jagdpanzer E100 is left, we got the STB-1 and IS-7 to the north, and let's see here, let's get set up here. I was kind of hoping the Jagdpanzer E100, oh never mind, FE, and look at him, he's got most of his health left. Put one in there, see if we can get two in there. 13 seconds left, there's the last, 426 into him, and the Leo comes up from my side. Oh, firing premium rounds, because, you know, we're at 3 seconds left. Game over. Alright, I got a couple more wheeled vehicles to kind of, like I said, illustrate why wheeled vehicles are in World of Tanks now. Alright, ladies and gents, back with the wheeled vehicles. I'm playing the EBR-75. I got X and the WZ-120. And I'm not the greatest wheeled player in the vehicle player in the world by no means. I just picked these tanks up. I'm still relatively new at playing them. Hence why you'll see me run into, crash into things and all that kind of stuff. However, the ability of these tanks, the way that they move, the speed that they move, the ability to move across the battlefield, engage, move away, other light tanks, because that's kind of what they are. They're a counter to other light tanks. They're a counter to camping tanks, that kind of crap. So we're off to the races here. Already going to get up to 80 kilometers an hour. Not only with their ability, the speed that they have, but the fact that they can take a shell and keep on ticking. Those wheels are incredibly spaced armor. Here comes the EBR, here comes the Batchat. We've already did a preliminary scout to see where they're at. Got a Hawk 30 with me. And we're just going to kind of roll around here and see what we can see. There's the UDES, there's the 46 Patton. Let's go up and over here. Let's see if we can pick up some shots on the... nope. I picked up the Conqueror. He's sitting in the bushes right there. Just able to stroll around and not have to worry. I mean, yeah, I get shot once in a while, but that Conk's like, yeah, I thought maybe possibly I could make it over here without getting spotted. Nope, he's going to take some shells to him. I got 157. There's some more assisted damage from the Conk. And we got plenty of tanks right in front of us here. There's also a Strev. Can I get some shots on him? Nope. No shots on him as well. Let's back out of that deal. Reverse. Back up to 80-some kilometers an hour. Yeah, we're just going to run around here. Just be a regular nuisance. Lots of guys on top of the hill. We have nobody on the other side. This is where it gets a little hinky-dinky. It is what it is. The UDES is almost dead. The UDS, I guess whatever you want to call it. There's the Batchat. Hawk 30 is playing it pretty interesting. There's the Lance and C. The Hawk 30 takes a big shot from the SU. We're just going to kind of steer clear of that for now. We're waiting for it. We're waiting for our moment of glory to run in there and fuck everybody up. About that time, I'm like, X, we're going to have to do something here. There is nothing on the other side of the map. There is no eyes at all. There's a Skoda going back, but otherwise we have 3 TDs there. So we're going to exit out of this engagement and move on. We're going to go to the other side of the map. 80 kilometers an hour lets you do this, lets you move around. I mean, not some of the stuff you cannot do with a light tank. You can, of course, do some of the stuff with a light tank. However, these tanks just do it better in every possible way. Mostly do with the speed. I mean, to shoot one of these things, I mean, don't get me wrong, this is a long video just because I'm trying to illustrate some of the things. I'm slowing down going across the bridge because I've eaten water here a few times, I'll tell you right now. There's the Renegade. But there's a bunch around here, and you're going to see the Skoda come around the corner here, and he's going to get blapped. For, how much did he get blapped for? Let's watch. He's going to come around the corner. Keep the Renegade. No, Skoda. Yep, 524. So there's a TD hiding over there. There's not much he can do about it. However, ooh, there he finally gets spotted by the T-32 who's come across. Not terribly sure what that was all about. That's not a very good area to be in because there's always something hanging out there. Renegade venges off the T-32. It's a 2-2 game. So Renegade's fired here. Let's go over here and see what we can find. So it's not wrecking my back team here. Alright, there's the Renegade. There's the Rheinmetall. We picked him up here. Take a shot from the Renegade for 431. He hits my tire, which is wobbling on its whatever. However, we've spotted the RHM. The SU-130 PM has been spotted as well. Nothing else back there. So the RHM's kind of dug him out. He's not going to sit back there anymore. He's pulled around to the front. Alright, fuck it. We're going to go in there. I'm looking for soft targets. Didn't really want to shoot the Renegade here, but that's what I'm going to do. There's the Renegade. He comes around the corner. It's kind of surprising. There's one. Oh, he fires and misses. Not an easy tank to hit. However, by pulling himself out there, and I'm able to spot him, the 263s put a shell into him, finish him off, pick up an easy 1175 on the Chrysler GF as well. But yeah, I'm just simply playing right out here. So, we're 4-3 right now. There's the Rheinmetall. There's an SU-130 PM back there. 263s getting shot by all kinds of shit. So let's see what we can do here. And this is what these tanks are designed for, is because they are able to break this whole disaster. Ooh, missed the Rheinmetall. Of course they did. Not only because they're able to get into these spots where they can just simply run behind something, they also make tanks that are in cover fire, and when they fire, they get spotted. Kind of like we pull over here. Oh, there's the Wheezy 111. There's the SU-130 PM. I'm getting shot from the EBR. That's alright. Let's get out of here. He wants to follow me. That's fine. Lance and C hits me in the... I should be dead right now, but since I'm a wheelie, I'm just going to drive right out of that. So, SU-130 PM gets clipped out, and the Wheezy gets nailed as well. 5-3 right now. I'm up to 27-20. We're going to wait for this to repair. We don't want to blow our repair kit away from the danger, from the bad guys. Alright, now we're back up and running, and we're going to come back around the corner. Wheezy's dead now here, so we got the EBR at 75. Looks like the Bat Chat in here as well. Let's see what we can do. There's an RHM. And we're just going to stroll right over top, because I have the speed to do this. He's not paying attention, and we're putting a nice little shot into him as we make our way out of there. Yeah, 902, and we have just the Bat Chat left here, and he's down to 79 hit points. Let's run around the corner. Yep, RNG says yes. Now you're going to see here, alright, so the Lancing gets picked up. He didn't fire at me, but I was able to get close enough. There we go, picks up some easy spotting damage on the Lancing. There's the T-30, he's waiting for me as well. He misses. I, however, don't penetrate his armor. It's alright, I have him spotted. There we go, pick up one shell. T-30 cannot keep up and shoot at me. And around the corner we go. Here comes the SU-130 PM. How about we put one more in there quick. Boom, and down we go. Now I'm expecting the SU-130 PM, because here comes the Scorpion G. I did not want to get in this situation. I thought for a fact that I was going to get some help there from the SU-130 PM. He dodged it. However, I was close enough here to spot the Scorpion G hiding in a bush. The whole point of these tanks, right, is to break this constant hidden tanks, break up the TDs. You know, right in this game we have 2, 4, 5 TDs on each side. No artillery, but there's 5 TDs. If they're all sitting in bushes, which they were in this game, guess what? Here comes the wheeled vehicles. They break that whole bush campy TD crap. We got one more game for you to really kind of illustrate how fucking broken, I shouldn't say how broken, how much one of these things can dominate open field maps. Alright, ladies and gents, back with the last game. Sorry it's been such a long, it's kind of, as I said, trying to illustrate this. And this is the perfect map, kind of the right map, the perfect matchmaking. You know, there's 2, 4 TDs, 1 artillery, but this is kind of the dominance part of these tanks. I'm playing here with Phoenix here. He's going to be running the EBR down the one side of the lake. I'm going to be running down the opposite side of the lake. There's no sense in having two of us go the same place. But he's going to pick up almost 2K spotting by running that simple route. What he's doing there is counter spotting that T-71. They cannot set up in that bush very easily here. We're going to pick up a little help here on him, or help him with a little bit here with some spotting damage. There we go. Picked up a little bit more spotting damage, or picked up a little damage for him, and I'm off to the races as well. So he's did that. We're going to run around to the top side here and see what we can find. T-29's got a little bit of damage here. Here comes this T-71. These guys are not even in position yet. We're going to nail that. We're going to keep that T-71 spotted as he's trying to cross. And yeah, we're off to the races. Back around the corner we go. He's made his run down there. He's lit everything up. The light tanks can't set up. And even the... Oh, there we go. Pick up another shell on the 71. That 71's in a dangerous position there. He can spot a lot of stuff going up the hill. And we're going to come back around here. I thought the setter might take the shot on him, or even the spick, but nobody does that. Alright, so we're not really going to get in that spot here. So we're trying to keep that... We're going to try to get this guy knocked out here, because I don't... This is a hard position for him. There's one, and can we get the second one in there? Phoenix is here to help, and then we're back on the run here. So where the 58 Mutz is, that's where a lot of tanks like to sit. They can be able to shoot up the hill on there. Anybody pokes their head on top of the hill. Being able to remove them from that position, or even keep them out of that bush, is huge. That's exactly what this thing does. It does not let tanks set up here. Now you can see all the spread of those tanks. There's a bunch of tanks that didn't even bother. For example, the T-29 trying to get up the hill. Let's see if we can pick it up. Oh, there's the Mutz and the EBR and the M41. By taking shots at me, they end up exposing themselves. I don't take much damage for it. Oh, actually, I didn't take any damage for it. Or did I? Nope, didn't take any damage for it. But it lit any tanks that were sitting in any bushes. Once again, this was kind of the whole point of these EBRs, is to essentially keep the camping down. You know, they said for years artillery, that's what artillery was supposed to do. Well, then they took away the tracers from being able to see tracers other than other artillery. It's kind of defeated the whole purpose of having artillery, because it's supposed to stop camping. Well, it doesn't stop camping because everybody just stays in the bush and doesn't get spotted, and they do a lot of damage and all that kind of stuff here. But the EBRs, you know, this is what they do. With the speed that they're traveling at, which becomes kind of an RNG shot, depending on how you drive your EBR. If you don't spend a lot of time driving just in a straight line, it's hard to hit these tanks, because as you're trying to lead them, you know, your bloom never closes down, so you never really get a perfect nice shot on it. Now, just between the two of us, with this constant back and forth crap like this, we've pushed these teams that they couldn't even go up the hill. The Lufer has made it somewhat of an attempt to get up here, but that's it. The rest of the team, besides getting shot at and spotted constantly, they've kind of all hunkered down. Yeah. So now what's going to happen when they're all hunkered down like this? Well, that's where the EBR comes in handy. Once again, our whole point of this thing is to be that pain in the ass. AMX is pushed down to the south here. Phoenix like, let's go jump him. I said, let's wait till the AMX comes up out of the bottom down there. I really don't want to get into that little cluster. So he's kind of hanging around. Never mind. AMX is dead. So now Phoenix and I are going to make the rush down the 1-2 line. There's a lot of TDs that haven't been Scorpion. Both Scorpions have not been spotted. So they could be a pain in the butt. They could be sitting anywhere along the 0 line all the way down to around the K8 line, shooting up at whatever's coming down the hill. They won't be spotted because they're outside of the range, hence the EBRs. We're going to stroll down the old 1 line and see what we can find here. Typically with these tanks is that if you don't want to shoot at them, because if they're close enough, they're going to pick you up. M4190 decided that he was going to end his life instead of having to deal with the wheeled vehicles. So down we come here. We're going to see if we can proxy spot anything. Oh, hey, look, there's a Scorpion. Let's not get too far ahead. There's Oni's almost dead here. Let's back up. Let's wait till everybody decides not to be looking this way, even though I'm proxy spotted. Yep, they're all getting wrecked and shot at, so it's time to come around the corner. Scorpion's like, just kill me already. I wish I would have loaded the HE shells to finish him off here. However, Phoenix is doing it. We picked up the Scorpion G. Guess where he was hiding? In the bush. And now he gets wrecked. He can't do shit about it. So we finish off the Scorpion. And enemy ELC, he is drowned as well. This tanks just scare the shit out of other light tanks. Go figure, right? So, complete, absolute run, 15-2 on this team. And this just shows the ability of this tank to just dominate, especially open field maps, with their ability to keep positions that are normally used by other tanks they can't get into because they're going to be constantly lit. Keeps camping TDs from showing up. And if we really had to, we could have made a run on that. I guess we could have made a run on the artillery anytime we want. Reminds me of the old T-50-2 days back in the day when T-50-2s used to be able to run all over the battlefield, and that's kind of what this tanks are doing. They are breaking the TD meta, and yeah. So with that said, guys, thanks for watching. Have